Morning, how y'all doing out there? I was glad to see the protests across the country. The real protests, not people just cursing or trying to be seen on TV or taking selfies or stealing stuff. But I'm talking about real protests. Real protests are about confronting the enemy, and the police is the enemy in a lot of these places. I'm tired of these old soft, whack governors and these elected politician officials saying, "Let's have soft, tender protests and be all meek and bleak." When you kill somebody and you got your knee on someone's neck for 8 minutes, how can you in turn defer? Mm-mm. I'm not saying attack nobody, but at the same time, you need to get to the people and get to the source. Our props to the people who were going to DC, going to the White House, because Trump don't hear you. These people are here who are so-called politicians, etc. They don't hear you. Mm-mm. But you see this go on and on and on and on. And none of them, government officials, politicians, have parted their mouth to say enough of the racial bigotry that comes out of the police department. We will not tolerate it. You will have to take a sensitive course or you can no longer stay on the force. Remember that. Take a sensitive course or you can't stay on the force. But you cannot tolerate the blatant racism, the blue shield, the blue wall, whatever you want to call it. You can't tolerate it. And there has to be more protest to it. And all these white cops have to be accountable. And I point them out because a lot of them come with some Klan ties, some skinhead ties, and some other agendas. And it shows. It shows. Um, you ask yourself, those three other cops who were on lookout when the one cop who got charged put his knee on George Floyd, what was their purpose? That was a wall. That was a shield. It was a us against them, but it was a us as them being white to a black man. Okay. And let me be real about something. I don't care how anybody takes it. All due respect to other minorities, you ain't been through what black folks have been through in this country. So, right there, it ain't not, because we've been dealing with this for 400 years. America stole our tongue, stole our language, stole our culture, have genocide, killed us, tried to kill us in every which way known to man. And now you have the pandemic virus and everything on top of that. So I don't want to hear no lame governors or people coming on talking about, well, why it's got to be like that? It's got to, because that's the only way you hear things. You don't hear it when people say we're going to walk together and we shall overcome in March. You don't hear that. You hear when we start throwing some haymakers and start getting back at you. Then you start to get scared. Then you're like, well, we outnumbered. What do we do? Yeah, well, you think about that before you decide to lynch a black man or kill a black woman like you did with Breonna Taylor. Think about it, because it cuts. It cuts deeply. And I hope there's more protests. I hope that um, they're not going to ever get them. They don't want to get the message because they're arrogant. They're racist and they're arrogant. You don't mean to tell me that you see all black the same situation 10 times out of 9. I don't want to hear nobody talking about when more white people get killed by the police. They don't, it's not the same. And you don't see black people, you don't see no black cops standing on somebody's white folk neck. They would lynch and burn the whole place down. If that was the situation, and they would do it for fun anyway. They do this anyway. So this has to continue to happen. I'm with it. I don't want to hear these old stiff neck white folk talking about, oh, well, we need peaceful measures. No, you don't. If you wanted peaceful measures, you'd start treating black folks like second-class citizens. You get off your behind, give them the bank loans, give them better housing, get them out the ghettos, get them out the hoods, give everybody a chance. If it's United States, make it united. If it's divided states, then give up 40 acres and a mule, cut the ties, go back to legalized segregation and say, okay, this is what we really think. But you can't keep on this acting. Enough's enough. All right, that's my thoughts and takes about the protests, which I support. May they continue, because you got to speak up and be heard and get down. I ain't with no jacking stuff, and I ain't with just doing stuff to be seen and cursing loud on TV, but I am with, hey, you gotta get in their grill. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And look, it's just starting. It ain't over. It ain't over.